Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share a secret with you. That secret is that you're going to start making your own lunch, okay? Whether you're going to school, whether you're just going to work, or whether you're just staying at home all day playing video games and gooning, you got to start making your own lunch, okay? I've explained this before, but making your own lunch is the direct pathway to success. It's the direct pathway to moving out of your parents, paying your bills, getting the job you want, etc., etc., etc. Now, why should you pack your lunch? Well, if you're like me, you're probably broke, and it kind of sucks to have to pay for food every single day. Also, you can't really pay for food every single day. I guess that's kind of like one of the sides of that I personally was in. Mostly for me, it's like a health and nutrition kind of thing. I like being able to control, or I guess just have more control over what I put into my body. Like at my work, at my office and stuff, we have these little like kind of vending machine fridges and stuff that have like little breakfast burritos or like a bag of chips or a Monster or stuff like that, you know? And like that's okay. Like I guess it's better than like just totally ordering fast food or anything. But a lot of those things are they're not that much better. It's basically just airport food and and regular factory made snacks and stuff. So it's cheaper, but you also get more just control over what you're putting inside of your body. Yeah, you have control over what you pick off the shelf, but if you have control as to what you're like, making your lunch gives you full, complete, total control over what you're going to eat for the day. That's why you should do it. Also, Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm currently about to make my lunch. My lunch every single day is technically like 3 different little meals. One of them is like the main shebang kind of meal is my beef bowl. And that's that. My cat's taking a dump right now, so maybe you guys will hear that on camera and it will be awesome. There she goes. Now, my personal lunch, everyone's lunch should look different, okay? I'll just say that right now. Everyone's look should look different. My lunch, I have a little bit of a breakfast in there. I don't really I don't subscribe to breakfast, lunch, or dinner. No, I eat at such random intervals that I just call it meal 1, 2, 3, and so forth. I don't really call it breakfast or lunch or anything like that. So when I say meal number blank, that's what I mean. So for meal number 1, oh, hello. Poo-poo paws, get out of the kitchen. You have like an app. It's not dinner time. Get out, Stinka. And now I gotta sweep up that litter. My lunch, so I have the first meal, that is a pouch of berries and cream instant oats, an Oikos 000 yogurt cup, and then 2 Baby Bell Light little cheese wheels. And that is meal 1. Meal 2 is 2 lightly salted rice cakes. Doesn't have to be lightly, I mean, sometimes I flip it around. I'm in like a very more strict kind of cutting phase right now because I keep having these awful binge eating episodes that throw off my cut completely, so I'm not like overcompensating, but I'm not getting the flavored rice cakes and stuff like that just because it's a little bit less calorie to get the lightly salted ones. So lightly salted rice cakes, and then I'll have like a Fairlife Core Power or just like a scoop of protein. Any just kind of like form of immediate protein I'll have with that. And then meal 3, which I have right before I go do my midday cardio on my lunch break, is another pouch of oats. That used to be a pouch of oats plus a White Monster, but the White Monster was like making me super jittery towards the end of my workout, so the last couple of days I've cut it. I might bring it back here and then, but sorry, that sounded weird. I had like a burp stuck in my throat for 5 minutes there. But for now, the Monsters will have to be on the back burner. I don't think my body can handle energy drinks anymore, to be honest. Unfortunately. And then meal 4, which is like, I guess, my actual lunch. I eat that when I get back to my desk. I just eat at my desk and stuff. That is 6 ounces of lean ground beef, a 1/3 cup of sweet potato, some barbecue sauce, sugar-free, and then some sriracha, all mixing together. And then on the beef, I put onion powder, garlic powder, and then I use this Kinder's barbecue blend seasoning. And that's basically it. Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't even know what I want to do with this video because like I don't know how in depth I want to go. But I'll just go through how I normally would. So what I put on my ground beef, and you can use this on any, like if you're making like tacos or anything like that, and then of course there's taco seasoning and stuff. But if you're making a food where you just have beef and you want some good flavor to it, this flavor combo, so Kinder's barbecue blend, boom, Kinder's barbecue blend, garlic powder, onion powder, the three of these, you do, I would say maybe like 8 to 10 grams this, and then 1 to 2 grams of each of the powders. So that would be if you don't have a food scale or anything, a lot of this, cover the whole ground beef thing, and then sprinkle onion powder, sprinkle garlic powder. Boom, season, tastes just like it's like an In-N-Out smash burger. It's so freaking good. I have not seasoned my ground beef any other way probably for the last 2.5 years now. Damn near. And I think when it comes to meal prepping, I mean, it's really all about making it easy and accessible for you. How fast can you get a meal together? Because when we start snacking or slacking off on a diet or like going to vending machines and stuff like that at work, it's because the food that we should be eating either just isn't available at all. It's not fathomable to pull out or anything like that, or it's just too hard to make. Maybe it is there, but you gotta mix a bunch of little Tupperwares together. You gotta do this. You gotta measure out some salt, some sauce. You gotta just all a bunch of crap. So the trick to making to having a meal prep or just kind of nutritional system that you follow is making it easy for you, not following like what other okay, so I have to, every Sunday I take 3 hours, fill my. No, make it easy for you. For me, that looks like making a giant pot of ground beef and then just air frying my sweet potato as need be. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make my giant pot of ground beef. I go to Costco, I get 4 pounds of ground beef, and then so for my sweet potatoes, I just get look at this little hack for you. Sweet potato tater tots, or just sweet potato tots or bites or whatever the heck, I don't know. This particular brand is good because they don't have any additives or stuff like that. It's the Alexia brand, but you could do sweet potato however the heck you like. Oh, I just stepped in the pile I just swept up. God dang it. Yeah, honestly, that's basically it, guys. Make sure you're making your freaking lunch. And even if it's just maybe you're packing an apple and a banana and a yogurt to work so you're not having to grab a breakfast Hot Pocket first thing in the morning, you know? You don't have to pack an entire day's worth of food. That's what I do, but that's because I just eat a lot and I'm always thinking about food. And it's, I don't know, it's just easier for me to just have it all with me, you know? Not everybody's like that, though. So do what freaking works for you. But I would say, yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. I work with people, I see people at my work and stuff that'll buy lunch or whatever every single day. And no shade on my coworkers, first of all. There's a lot of them that I like, and a lot that I don't. But it's not sustainable, dude. It's not. I mean, we all know, dude. I mean, come on. Is eating McDonald's every single day healthy? No, that. I don't know. It feels like people are trying to lie to themselves and be like, "Oh, I don't have any time to do it." Yes, you do. You have the time. If you don't have the time, you can make the time. I promise you. You are not as busy as you think you are. If you really wanted to do something, you would make it happen. I've said that before on the channel. If you really, really wanted to make something happen, but you just didn't seem like you had the time to do it, you would find the time to make it happen. Okay? Let's stop lying to ourselves. I do that exact same thing. I'm mostly talking to myself here. If we know what we want to do, then why aren't we doing it? Answer, it's because you don't really want to do it. But I'm going to get this ground beef, enough of that weird kind of negative talk. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, bam. Let's get this meat going. You know what? I'm gonna move the camera. I'll move the camera. I'll give you a beef action cam. I actually genuinely like cinematography and making videos and stuff, and so it kind of like I love making these YouTube videos, but sometimes it can kind of suck because I want to like flex my knowledge and experience when it comes to like using cameras and stuff like that. Okay, boom, beef. Look at that. Look at that. How's it going, guys? We got our beef. This is the trick. This is the way that you cook ground beef, okay? So first things first, you got to get your pan super hot. I have mine on like usually between 7 and 9. 9 is the highest setting, so you want your pan on high. I wouldn't even say medium high heat. You want your pan on high heat. You hit it with a little bit of Pam so your stuff doesn't stick. And boom, you slap the brick of meat down in there, and I'm going to use this kind of meat breaker upper thingy. Get it all broken up. Bam, bam, bam. It's a lot easier to eat ground beef when it's all broken up too. Just a little, it's not even a hack, it's just a fact. It's harder to eat things that are in giant chunks. So if you split it up more, then do that. But I'm going to leave this little meat thing out because after it cooks more, I'm going to break it up again. It'll get even kind of smaller and more, not digestible, but palatable. And now you see what I've done here is I've spread all of the beef. So I still have the pan super hot, and I've spread all of the beef out in a ring. And what that's going to do, even though this is a pretty low fat cut of meat, or not cut, but it's just a low fat percentage of meat, there's still there is still a lot of added water and fat still in it. And so what this does is it helps drain all of that like just added crap in this meat. It just drains it all to the center and then burns it off. Evaporates it right off. So you'll see in a few seconds after this starts cooking more, there'll just be like a pool of liquid kind of in the middle section there. And that's pretty much, I wonder if I can like make this easier so I can just keep swapping back and forth for the dishes and the beef. Maybe. I don't know. But now you see what I'm saying. Or you're picking up what I'm throwing down, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do these couple of dishes and then I'm going to feed my cat. All this to say, though, I hope you guys have all that to say, I hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. It's freaking hump day today. I did my cardio and abs like I mentioned earlier on my lunch break. Work was also good. I'm like trying to rack my brain. I've been like just thinking about ground beef land for like the last 15 minutes that I'm like having a hard time to describe how my day was. Highlight of the day, my boss brought in donuts. So I had like a third of a cronut. It's a croissant donut. I've never had a cronut before. And usually I'm pretty good about, like, when people bring in treats and stuff, I'm pretty good about, you know, like, not always picking out and everything. But when my boss said that there was cronuts, my ears perked up a bit, okay? I've never had a cronut before. To be honest, you're not missing out. It tastes kind of just like a crunchy donut. I wish I had rather just gotten my regular old-fashioned. My favorite donut of all time, chocolate old-fashioned. Apple fritter is a close runner-up, and then maple bar is a close runner-up to that. Oh man, I chipped another one of my plates? Damn it! I gotta get new friggin' silverware and plates, dude. Mine like so chipped. And I've lost like 2 of each type of silverware, so I only have like a couple of forks and a couple of spoons and stuff. Ugh. Alas, thus is the life of living alone in your early to mid-20s. It's like that in those memes where, I think it was a movie or something where this guy only had like, or maybe it was My Strange Obsessions? I don't know, but this guy only had like 1 knife, 1 spoon, 1 fork, 1 plate, 1 towel. It was like addicted to being conservative and like hyper frugal or something like that. I don't know. I might just be making that up. It may have just been a vision in my brain. I posted a TikTok yesterday talking about the Devil May Cry anime. I think I kind of mentioned this in yesterday's video too. But yeah, a lot of the people, I mean, this is like is going to be with any hobby literally ever. Like a lot of people are always like, I don't know, they just like to shit on it. Like if there's nobody, and it's like just look at how Star Wars has been for the last 30 years, dude. But yeah, I made a TikTok that was just like the way that people were talking, like DMC fans were talking about the anime, had me thinking it was going to be the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I mean, it is a little corny. The writing isn't the best for sure, but like to watch while I'm on the like recumbent bike or treadmill or something, it's pretty good. I think it's entertaining. And so I was just saying how I think people are being overdramatic, basically. And oh my god, the comments I got, dude, I got some comments that were just like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe someone would actually be this wrong. Like, just full anger and just complete, I don't know, just crazy. Like, one of them, I just said, ha 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 ha, because I can't even, like, I couldn't possibly fathom being that upset by like somebody else's opinion on an anime. I don't know. It's crazy. People are crazy, dude. But it was kind of funny because other people were like responding to those comments and being like, just breathe, bro. Just breathe. So I did feel a little bit validated. But I already felt validated before I even recorded that video because goddamn, people need to take a chill pill. Or not even take a chill pill. People just need to like go outside and like talk to other people again, I feel like. Because it's like, I don't know. So a lot of the way that people talk on the internet is just like, it's like, damn, bro, you have never spoken to another human being before, have you? Or like read a book. I don't know. Like in the sense, not like in a grammar or like you sound stupid. Well, that is part of it. But mostly just like, you have no empathy. You talk like you have zero experience ever of imagining what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes or to like to hear other people's opinions and stuff. That's just crazy. It is just freaking crazy. I'm still reading Les Miserables, by the way. It is very good. I'm on page 724. I think 720 something. I know that was one of the pages I saw when I was reading this morning. So damn. That's pretty crazy. A great book, though. Absolutely amazing book. A lot of weird little tangents and like sections on just history and stuff like that are pretty annoying. Like it'll have a super climactic part of the book, and then it'll take just a random offbeat to tell you about like the sewer system in France or the development of the nun convent and stuff. And it's like, bro, I don't like. Sometimes I'll understand like how that's kind of relevant to the story, but it really feels like he's just like Alexander Dumas, the author for Count of Monte Cristo, for example. The Count of Monte Cristo is a super famous, like, big giant book. It's like 1,000 pages. Amazing story, by the way. I've read both the abridged and the full versions, and it has an amazing film that came out in 2024. But that author, he was paid by the paragraph because he was writing for a newspaper at the time. And part of me feels like Victor Hugo, the author for Les Miserables, is doing the same thing because there'll be like 20, 25 page, over that, sections of just random bullshit. Like, I don't care! Whatever. I guess when you have a book that is over 1,000 pages, that's just bound to happen. Okay, let me show you how the ground beef is looking. It's looking different. Okay, so boom. Get a little zoom action on here. So as you can frickin' see, a bit more color there, but you see how this liquid is starting to kind of creep into the center like that. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll give it just like a little bit of tilts and stuff. Yeah, the liquid's not even moving. If it's like a fattier cut, like this is a 93.7, but if it was like a 90.10, honestly, I don't buy anything that's fattier than that. Then usually the fat is kind of easier to like swish around and pull up. But this is already so lean where it's, as soon as it kind of comes off the meat, it immediately burns off. So boom, there is that. Okay, you know what? We're going to go mobile for this. I think, oh gosh, we're so zoomed in. Hang on, let me focus. Oh, why are we zooming in? What is happening? Oh, I was holding the zoom on the lens, the actual lens. Okay. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Remember, make your lunch. You don't have to do the entire thing, but just start small, okay? Start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. That's the biggest thing to remember. But make your lunch or else I'll know. And I'll see you guys in the next one.